Meeting girlfriend's parents. Me, I'm a big fan of your work. Gonna start a sperm donor agency called Get a Load of This Guy. USPS tracking. Step 1. We're not sure it exists yet. Step 2. It's arrived. Millennials be like, terrible service. 5 stars and 20% tip so this idiot can pay their bills. If anybody break into my house, we will be searching for the valuable things together. At the gym I said subscription instead of membership, and the girl replied with LOL, this isn't a pharmacy. BL, that's a prescription, we're both stupid. My grandma's 75, and she told me her and her best friend text each other a smiley face every morning to make sure the other woke up. If I were a 400-year-old immortal vampire, I would simply not enroll in a local high school. Consent. Strange how people run from the rain, but yet dance in the shower. Spits mouthful of blood onto floor. You've become far more powerful since we last crossed paths. Dentist. Please stop. There's literally a sink right next to you. Every Sasquatch documentary is like, Cletus had been up for 3 days drinking paint thinner, but he knows what he saw. I think it would be really fun if the graduate with the lowest GPA also gave a speech, the anti-valedictorian if you will. School, your paper must be a minimum 5 pages. Real world, explain it to me in 7 seconds or I'm out of here. The Domino's pizza tracker says Alfred is quality checking my order, but Alfred also made it. Isn't this a conflict of interest? Remember in Mario Kart when you thought you were in first place, but then realized you were looking at the wrong screen and actually crashing into walls? That's adulthood. Some guy in the middle of our exam just slammed his hands on the table and yelled, literally what the FK, and like I feel you dude. Anyone else rip their mask off when they get into the car like they just finished a disappointing surgery on Grey's Anatomy? How are unicorns fake but giraffes are real? Like what's more believable, a horse with a horn or a leopard moose camel with a 40-foot neck? My dad bought 15 mangoes and didn't tell my mom, so she bought 10 mangoes, and now we are the people from the math problems. That defeats the whole point of Uber? Uber will soon know if you're drunk and could refuse to pick you up trip. Anyone else go through that occasional phase where toast and butter is just the tastiest F-king creation on the planet, and you have to restrain yourself from eating an entire loaf of bread in 10 minutes, or is it just me? I just saw a guy in the library cry for 5 or so minutes, and then his phone alarm went off, and he just stopped crying and went right on back to work. The last time I went to urgent care I checked off excessive crying on the symptom list, and the nurse got really confused and told me that was meant for babies. Should I spend 2 seconds clicking unsubscribe or 1 second deleting an email from this company every single day for the rest of my life? Me, the earth isn't flat. Fiat Earther correct. Me, huh? Fiat Earther, it's the shape an Italian car. Me, what? Fiat Earther, you read my name wrong didn't you? BF took me to get undies and he wanted to embarrass me, so he said real loud, I can't wait to rip these off with my teeth. And I replied with, seriously, you need to stop. You are my brother. I won. All of my plans for the future involve me waking up tomorrow with a sudden sense of discipline and adherence to routine that I have never displayed even once in my life. Why is the chosen one always a teenager? We're really gonna put the fate of the universe on someone with an undeveloped prefrontal cortex? Give me a story with a chosen one who is a 42-year-old mom that has already seen some ST and is totally out of FKS to give. Girls be like, can you get my lip gloss for my purse? Just reach in and head left. Take a right at the wallet, then turn left till you pass 3 Nutrigrain bars. And take your next right, then head straight and it should be there. If you've hit the 2007 target receipts, you've gone too far. Bar, hot woman wink. So what's a girl need to do to get a drink around here? Me, you just ask at the bar for one and then exchange it for money. 3 days later. Me tying my shoelaces. Wait a second. I saw the angel in the marble and carved until I set him free. Michelangelo. The fact that he was a turtle makes this so much more impressive. My girlfriend said, is there basketball on? Then put on the game and walked away. 2 hours later, I'm like, what is she doing? She's napping. She turned it on to keep me occupied like a toddler. It's hilarious and awesome that we invented telephones, used them for 100 years, and then collectively decided they were awkward and stressful, and we just wanted to send very fast letters instead. After seeing the Earth from the moon, Neil Armstrong said it changed his perception of humanity. Before there were arbitrary divisions and strife, but afterwards, he only saw one people, all losers, who hadn't been on the moon ever. Why the fick doesn't it just close the door itself if it's so smart? Samsung's new fridge will ping your phone if you leave the door open. TheVerge.com. I give everyone permission to milk my death for personal benefits if I die. IDC if we're just acquaintances. If we ever talk and I suddenly drop dead one day, I want you to tell your boss you just lost a friend and take the day off. My treat. You can taste the spoon more than the ice cream. You can taste the photos. One time, I accidentally went to the men's washroom instead of the women's. I only found out after I opened a pad, and the person in the stall next to me said, "Dude, it must be a huge ST if you're having snacks in here, good luck." I choked on my water. I collect all cell phones and iPads from the kids at night, and keep them in my room. Last night those little holes all set alarms to go off at various times throughout the night. I'm impressed with their ingenuity and team effort. They're all grounded. And doing my best, sad face. What should we call our matches? I dunno, something normal. Joseph Ducreux, 1735 to 1802, was a French painter who is known primarily for his unorthodox self-portraits. My tiny Italian landlord strikes again. There's an attractive man here to see you. Haha, that's John. You can send him back downstairs. Is John going to be a regular guest? Well, John's a good friend, but he's gay if that's what you're asking me. You could get a straight guy here if you learned a good pasta. This Sunday, come upstairs, I'll show you how to make a risotto that will get you married and out of my basement. Picasso's self-portrait at ages 18, 25, and 90. Gonna say it, Picasso did not age well. One of us just spent $600 to find out the other one is gas. Tom Nook and the boys renovating your house in the middle of the night. Every raccoon is either planning a heist or in the middle of a heist. Need a gift for someone you hope never speaks to you again.